Ya know it's your boy IYAC and the big time rush. If I ruled the world.
That's a good question. And I usually like to think about it way ahead of time, but I just haven't really planned it yet.
Yeah.
It's coming up though.
Really soon.
I think about. I had a couple elaborate outfits a few years ago. Like I was Ron Burgundy, but I got like a really nice wig and everything, and the mustache was like, because being on the show, like it's easy with the makeup artist.
Of course.
And the wardrobe department got me like a burgundy. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you.
Yeah, I know.
But I usually like to go for it. I don't want to be the guy who shows up with like a half thought out costume. Favorite food of all time. I like Mexican food a lot. I mean, Southern California, it's right there. You get the best. It's really the best Mexican food in the world. Like right there. Maybe besides Tex-Mex. And Chinese food's awesome. Asian food in general, Thai food. I am gymnastically, pretty good.
Yeah, we just don't get to see it very often.
It's kind of an off-white because it sounds so funny. It's a recycled handle and it's like made out of yogurt cups or something like that.
We've got a couple of questions from one of your Twitter fans named Allison.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, there's so many great female artists out there. It'd be cool to do something with, I know it sounds crazy, but like Adele, just because whoever gets to do that, it's like so lucky to get to sing with her. But we've done, Big Time Rush has done some with Jordan Sparks, and that was amazing. I would love to sing with her again in general. Yeah. Just because it's like, I got to do sort of like an impromptu duet with her on set because I was playing guitar. There's a song More Than Words.
By Extreme.
By Extreme. And I was playing on guitar and I was singing it, and then she came in and sat down right next to me just because we were filming the show. Yeah. And she sat down next to me and started doing like the coolest harmony on it, like stuff that's like okay, that's amazing, Yeah. And so and then of course the crew stops. They're like, and they start listening, and then everyone kind of starts coming over, and then I was like, then I got nervous, and I was like. Of course, besides the ones that I originated with like NSYNC, and I was like 10 when they were in the heat of being popular, and loved that stuff, and Backstreet Boys and 8 Degrees and Boyz II Men, All For One. With the modern ones, like I think there's so many cool groups that are coming out. Obviously, like the 1D guys are blowing up, they're blowing up.
I think I've heard of them.
And they're really cool, and they're talented, and have always been really cool to me, so I always appreciate their company. And there's a group out here, Titanium, which is, I think it's really cool, 6 guys. Yeah. And I remember when I first heard of it, I was like, it's a lot of dudes, because I know what it's like to be in a group, obviously, but the contest, I heard that they were just like, they couldn't pick between, they got it down to a certain, and then they were just like, well, let's just do 6, I guess.
Yeah, they're also talented, they can't,
And Logan and I just did a song, we wrote a song, and then they used That's a good question. It just really depends, and sometimes you'll work on a song, but it'll come from something where you'll be in the shower and you'll just be like, oh, those words sound cool together, and you'll kind of write it down and then go to a session and then be like, I had this idea, and then it starts there. Sometimes you'll hear, as you're coming up with a melody, you'll kind of hear what you would like the music to be like behind it, just so you can translate it easier to the producer who you're working with. It really depends. Or sometimes you just play a couple chords and you're like, I gotta remember that. And you pull out your iPhone and like hit voice memo and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I think developing a catalog of music that you love. And stuff that just speaks to you, right? And then you listen to that all the time, and let's say you learn an instrument, or even if you just kind of try to write like some of your favorite songs. Because if you have that kind of that group of songs, you can always sort of reference it, and that's the stuff that you like. And usually with that inspiration, you can come up with like a twist on it, just your own twist. And so for me, I just love music so much, and like sometimes you just try something different. But it's always good to practice and to write stuff down. If you have a cool phrase that you like, that's a cool phrase. I don't think anyone's put that into a song before. Like, just write it down and then think of a melody. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to do it, but it's important just to practice makes perfect, obviously. I haven't like been like really I've been too punked, but we punked Carlos one time, like probably worse than he really appreciates. Like we kind of basically told him that like this thing had happened and the band was done, and like this was like we were in Germany and the band was done, and he was like, what? And then Logan was like, dude, you were there, man, you were there. Like it was like this big. And we had the computer like was off, but it was filming because the screen was shut off, and we kind of went with it. And then he left. Like we didn't get a chance to tell him that we were just joking. And our tour manager was like, "Where's the punchline, guys? Like what's going on?" We were like, "Oh." So we went to his room and knocked, and he wasn't really happy about it.
It wasn't as funny as you thought.
Yeah, no, but I mean it was funny. No, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't funny for him. I guess like you wouldn't know about him just because you wouldn't see it, but like just my showering habits, like the like order of things that you do, like shampoo this and then wash your face and then do this while you're putting conditioner in. So it's sort of like a routine you develop.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I guess like I don't have like much OCD, but it would be like my showering routine for sure.
It has to be in that particular order.
Not has to be, but it usually is. Yeah. Unknowingly, it is. I've been trying, and I feel like everybody says it sounds British. I don't want to butcher it.
It's okay.
What's something I should say? I don't know. What's something you guys
say? I love Little Angel.
I love Little Angel.